Babe, can you turn that up a little bit?
You ever wanted to fly like a bird? If I could spread my wings and I fly like a bird, you know I go through the city and you know I won't be hurt. Cause I look both ways and I stay in the shade and I'm gliding through the eye, having no more word pains. If I spread my wings and I fly like a bird, you know I go through the city and you know I won't be hurt. Cause I look both ways and I stay in the shade and I'm gliding through the eye, having no more word pain. Won't you feel my pain?
Now won't you feel my pain? Now won't you feel my pain?
Now won't you feel my pain?
Now homie feel my pain. Now homie feel my pain. Alright man, we back in the building, man. It's season 4, man. We made it, man. We made it, man. It's season 4, episode 1. I'm your host, Dead Ass, and I got my dog,
Apostle Willie Bird.
and you already know what it is. It's 3 Levels Podcast, man. We back in the building, man. We are back in the building, y'all. Hey, man, I want to thank you all out there for listening and tuning in, man. Thank you for all the comments that you guys sent. Man, we got this thing rolling in season 4, y'all. Can you believe it? It is actually season 4. Shout out to GB Rory. Shout out to Meal Ticket. Shout out to T1, man. All the cats that left, King Zo, Don King Zo. Everybody, man. Bole, we still love you, bro. Everybody, man. The whole 3 Level Podcast family, man. Just thank everybody. Thank y'all. Well, today, guys, we got one of the hottest topics that's going around the world, and it is: who are you voting for, United States? Who are you voting for? Me, I'm telling you like this. I'm just gonna say it out. I'm voting for Trump.
Me too. I mean, I know it might come a shock that we are brown or black.
We're black men. Just know that we're black men.
We will not vote for her in any way, form, or fashion
at all. But before we dive into this thing, again, we want to thank everybody that's been listening and tuning in. We're going to play some of the hottest music that's going around, the trendy stuff. I got some new stuff, y'all.
Well, and it's right. Matter of fact, shout out to 1900 Block, you heard me?
Oh, 1900? Okay, yeah, 1900 man, yeah. Shout out to the bros, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to OGeezy, man. I got that OGeezy juice. I want y'all to cop, man. $40 a bottle, man. OGeezy juice, man. It's going around, man. Tastes so good. It's yummy, yummy, yummy in my tongue, but it makes me say, woo, when I drink it. Y'all, we gonna die with 2-Piece, man. 2-Piece. We want to thank him, man. He came and dropped some jewels with us. Man, we got some more special guests coming up. But with that being said, we'll be right back, man. Wow!
What's good, babe? It's going down. Radio's playing in the background. Got my full attention, what you wanna do. You can keep your heels on if you want to. I love the way your water words working. Flatting like a tsunami, I'm surfing. Girl, you know we stay on go. Lingerie relief on go.
I wanna keep the lights on. I wanna keep the lights on. I wanna keep the lights on. I wanna keep the lights on.
Keep the lights on. Keep the lights on. Keep the lights on.
Baby, keep the lights on.
Keep the lights on.
I wanna see you burn, Lord. Baby, can we keep the lights on?
Girl, I love the sounds you're making. We going round for round, we ain't playing. Hear you holler loud when I beat it. Hear your long strokes got you in a fetus. Ooh, I think I found my religion. About to get that sensual healing.
I wanna keep the lights on. I wanna keep the lights on. I wanna keep the lights on. I wanna keep the lights on.
Keep the lights on. Keep the lights on. Keep 'em on. Do for me, baby. Yeah. Alright. Keep the lights on.
Baby, can we keep the lights on?
Now when I step off in the room, you bet not cut the lights off. Come let me kiss that pretty pussy while you suck the pipe off. I guarantee you satisfaction when we start the night off. I make you pay your your dick bill and get a tax right off. I wanna fuck you with the lights on, cause you fine as fuck. I better put a rubber on, cause I know I'm a nut. Up in that motherfucking pussy, had your ass locked up. I beat that pussy, baby, shut the fuck up. I'ma get a big bottle of Rayon, you hear me? Then I'ma lick that pussy like a butch do a Femi. I'ma fuck you with the lights on tonight, you hear me? Give me 69, face the Jimmy.
Keep the lights on. Keep the lights on. Keep the lights on.
All right, man, we back in the building, man. It's season 4, episode 1. I'm your host, Dead Ass, and I got my dog,
Apostle Willie Bird, yeah.
and you already know what it is. It's 3 Levels Podcast, man. We back in the building, man. We here, and we're here to stay. With that being said, y'all excuse the background. You know, this is the Chain Gang. You know, this is real life stuff.
It's life.
It's life.
This real.
This real thing.
And it's going down, but
It's
we
going
ain't
down.
here.
That's right.
We ain't here
Making
giving
it happen.
you what you say, the tea. We getting on the tea,
That's right.
That's what we doing.
That's what we doing.
Oh, so we gotta get raw. Ain't no cut on this here.
Nah, no cut.
Okay, let's go.
No cap neither.
No, can't be capping.
So, we were talking about who we were going to be voting for, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm looking at the TV. You know, we depend on the TV, most people, for making our decisions in life, and some people let the TV fool them.
Right.
Everything you think that somebody says on TV, you think that it's true, and it's not.
Straight trickery.
I'm here to tell you that it's not.
Straight trickery.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I had to get the specialist. Oh, see, I got Apostle Willie James Bird.
And you know I'm gonna give it to you off the gristle.
No, he's going to definitely give it to you. And you all, I was just looking at how America. Did you ever wonder why they're trying to keep Trump out of office so bad? Somebody, if they say it with me, say expose.
Expose.
Trump is going to expose a lot of stuff, and so
He already has.
That's right. And they're trying to keep him out of them. And the thing is, just shame that you got somebody that's great that has perfected his craft, and you would want to keep him out because he's making new friends or doing things that you wouldn't do or how you would do it. Now, one thing I can say, Trump might get a little, off balance where he might say some things, but we say some things too.
All of us.
That's just being a human being.
He has no filter. He's
has-
a person that
that's right.
speaks his mind. He can relate to the common people.
And I think you said something, when I'm dealing with Trump, I know what I'm getting.
Right.
But when I'm dealing with her, I don't know.
Everything's
what
a
I'm getting.
mystery.
Yeah.
And when you look at this, okay, I'm gonna give it back to you, but in this conversation, let's remove all the politics,
Okay.
and let's just judge these two individuals face value.
That's right.
We're not talking about politics. We're just talking about individuals, because you should be voting for an individual that has your qualities and have your needs in mind. Not somebody who's saying what you want to hear.
That's right.
I'm talking about somebody with a track record.
Yeah. Yeah. A true track record.
Right. True. Not this fictitious thing. We know all politicians lie. Let's get that out the way.
Oh yeah, to get what they want, to get in office.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Okay. We on the same page.
But let's move all the politics and just speak on simplicity, because it's a lot biblically on the line here. And the United States of America, this is going to be one of the biggest decisions. This is going to be one of the most powerful elections ever, because this United States, this great country, is going to go either left or right here.
Right here. This
So
is
your
outside
vote,
moon.
your one vote could be the determining factor here.
It can be. That's right.
So Dad, let me ask you this right here, bro. Like, what is it about Kamala Harris? What has she done? What do you see in her? Why won't you vote for her? Because when you look at TV, most women just gonna vote for her just because she's a woman. And most people, she's a woman of color or whatever.
Well-
that comes into play. But why won't you vote for her? Let me know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know anything about Kamala Harris until now. She was basically, and I'm not shooting at you, Kamala. I'm just saying, you were kind of like more like a puppet,
Right.
being hid behind the scenes.
Right.
More of, I didn't respect the decisions of Joe Biden, but she backed him. So my thing is, if Joe Biden did a bad job and he basically ran the country back into some bull job,
Right.
you had to endorse this thing because you're the vice president. So that means you agree with everything he was doing. And
Of
if
course.
you didn't agree, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you do anything about it? That's one. And I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know anything she's done. Like, I hear her talking about the justice system, but we know that the justice system is corrupt. We know that.
Very.
We know this
And
firsthand.
it targets minorities.
Minority.
The
That's right.
the same minority group that the Democrats is trying to put her race, not her accomplishments,
Yeah.
but they're trying to use her race
Yeah.
and being that she's a female
Yeah.
to grab more votes.
Hmm.
Because Biden didn't get the black vote. Not the majority of the black
No,
vote.
no, he
Trump got
didn't
a lot of the black vote.
That's
And
right.
he sure enough didn't get the women vote. And to most people, this is why she was even picked. Because if you think about when he was running for president, she was his biggest critic.
Yeah.
She didn't agree on 98% of the things he said.
Yeah.
Yet this is your vice president. Now you're getting up and saying this is an honorable man.
Yeah.
He's this, he's that.
But that's that puppet thing I was telling you about.
And speaking of puppet, now check this out.
Mhm.
Now in California, in this last debate, she puffed her chest up and said, yeah, I was tough on crime. But the crime, you was only tough on people who look like you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's who you was tough on.
Yep.
People who look just like you.
Yep.
And women, you weren't promoting your blackness or your brownness or your yellowness. You weren't promoting that. You was promoting the party. But now you playing on the ignorance
That's right.
of the people,
That's right.
especially people that look like me. And that's what I have a problem with.
I got a problem with it too.
Run on your record.
Yeah.
Don't run on race.
Mm-hmm.
Because you calling this man a racist, but you using race.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Joe Biden and the Democrats know you using race and you using the fact that you are a female because Democrats can't get the female vote. That's what they've been losing out the last couple elections.
Yeah.
The female vote.
Man, I was looking at TMZ and a couple other things, on the news. They were saying, I was talking to you about Janet Jackson saying that she wasn't black.
Right.
And my thing is, let me explain to you. See, everybody's taking it out of context. I know that she may be quote unquote mixed or
Right.
some type of black Jamaican, things like
Father
that.
was Jamaican. You
Yeah.
never hear her talk about it.
At all.
Never.
But the thing, what I'm getting at is, you have some black people, and white people, I'm not shooting at y'all, but you have some black people that want to be accepted by Caucasian people so much that they begin to try to take on the attributes of a Caucasian.
Right. Did you see when they brought up the fact that her mother said she sent her to a predominantly black college so she can learn
Yeah.
of her culture.
Yeah.
But the Democrats is promoting her like she grew up with this culture. But the people who they're trying to target that look like us, brown and black people, they're trying to target these people as if she shares the same qualities and stand on the same principles as these people, and she don't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
And I ain't trying to be off topic, but you know what my mom used to do? To tell you if you're a black person. Come on in here, we finna cook us some greens. We finna cook us some tater wedges. Not potato wedges, but some tater wedges.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And I don't think she could do it in the kitchen.
She can't. You know she can't.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you why, because her husband don't like it. Now, for me, and I just want to speak to women in
Come on,
general.
give it to him, bro. Come on, give it to him.
It doesn't matter whether you're white, black, yellow, brown, pink, purple, whatever your nationality is. I want to talk to women.
Mm-hmm. They need to be
Because
talking.
one of the biggest topics, especially what she and Joe Biden was running off, is the reversal of this law. What is Roe versus Wade?
Yeah.
Where they're taking the power away from women to make executive decisions to abort the child that they laid down and had unprotected sex
Yep.
to have.
Yep.
Now let me, before this get twisted up, because this is what politics like to do, I'm not talking, when I say abortions, I'm not talking to the women who has incest or who was raped or who can face death themselves by having this baby. These are tough decisions, and these women, I agree that every state and every government should give them the choice to make that decision, because this wasn't voluntary.
Yeah.
This wasn't voluntary.
That's right.
Now,
Now I agree with that.
it wasn't
It
voluntary.
makes sense.
Because now they should have that power.
And again, I want the people to make sure they heard it. If they incest,
Right.
got raped,
Right.
some type of thing that happened to where it wasn't willfully.
Right.
Yeah, I agree they should be able to have an abortion.
Right. And if having this
I
child
agree
will
on that.
put you in danger of dying,
Of dying. Yeah.
that should be left.
You know, I agree, man. I fully agree with that, man.
Because you got to think about it. Now, I want to talk to just women, like I started off with said. Now, being that I'm a minister of God's word, and being that the seal of the United States, no matter what seal you say, it says, "In God we what?
Trust.
We trust."
That's right.
And now, like I said, I'm not talking politics. I'm not talking any of this, because that's what we get caught up in too much. I want to talk common sense, and I want to talk about the role of a woman.
Yeah.
This is what I want to talk about.
Absolutely.
Now, a woman, can we all agree that if a woman gets pregnant and it's not rape, it's not incest, and it doesn't put you in jeopardy of losing your own life, that means it was consensual.
You got to wed.
It was consensual.
That's right.
You know, when I came up, your family wouldn't let you have an abortion.
At all.
But what I'm starting to see now is so many women, they are committing to men who make them promises. And when they get pregnant, they see that these men are not the men who they were. And now you want to take away life, and you don't. That is not your decision to do that, because you're not God.
That's right.
You're not God. Now you think about women. You think about the women who can't have children. Every year, there's millions and millions of kids' lives being taken. What about the child life? Women always, you hear these women and you know they, it's my body, is my choice. No, you use your body to get that child.
That's right.
You made the choice to lay down and have unprotected sex with a man who you didn't know for sure would be there. And now that he's not there, you think about the responsibility, because reality hits. This is why I say I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about reality. When reality hits that you're going to have to take this burden of raising this child by yourself, you abandon not only your obligation as a mom, but you abandon the gift that God gave you. So really, you are killing creation when you make the decision like that. And look at your mindset. It's my body, it's my choice. Well, what about the child choice? Have you ever thought about that? What about God's choice?
They don't think about that. Can
What
I say
about
something
that?
real quick?
Yes, please.
Man, let me tell you something. you know, I've been on this earth quite some time now.
Oh, you don't want to tell your date?
No, I'm definitely not gonna tell you.
I'm gonna tell mine. I'm 44.
But listen, I've ran into situations or seen situations where there's certain men, they quote unquote the balls, right?
Yeah.
They got the fancy car. Ooh, they pull out a wad of money.
Good talk game.
Good, you hit it right on here. Good old talk game.
Ooh.
He Don Juan now.
See, talking fish on a fish truck.
I'm telling you, he'll sell a baby cat back to his mom. Yeah. So the thing is, not this young lady or older lady or whatnot, now that she is interested in this guy because of the flashy things she's seeing, and then later on down the line, after you done got pregnant or whatnot, you find out, oh, he might be staying with his mama. Or he may not have anywhere to stay at all. Or that car that you thought he had, that was a rental. Or the place that you thought, the clothes and however you thought it was, that was his last. He spent everything he got just to get that. And when it starts off as a gold digging thing with women. I'm not women, I ain't talking about everybody no gold digger or nothing like that. But let's just be truthful. You got what was appeasing to you. Other man may have a long ding ding. Can I say that?
Yeah, I mean, we being real.
We being real. This uncut. He might have could satisfy you sexually, but physically, and he couldn't do it. Father is being support, a good dad, and you find these things out, and now you want to abort. You dead wrong.
You wrong.
You dead wrong.
I remember when I came up. Now I want to talk to women of color. Because I can't relate, or I don't want to overstep my boundaries on speaking on a race that I don't know how it is, but I know. I'm 44 years old. I was born in 1980, and I knew before then having an abortion, that was never a plan.
No.
And it was looked at and frowned upon. Now you have women marching like armies to abort a child, but they skipping the reality and saying you cannot get pregnant unless you lay it down and had sex. Now you marching around because you saying you should have the right to have unprotected sex when they have so many measures to prevent this from happening. This what get me. All these women out here struggling to have fertility or to have a child and can't, but you killing all of them. This won't even be a problem. At least get a child up for adoption. Why would you cut their future off in order to save yours?
Yeah.
That's wrong. And then
bad.
you have a candidate who never had an abortion. You have a candidate.
That. Did Camilla have an abortion?
No. You know why?
So she ain't never had no abortion.
You know why she ain't?
Why?
Because her husband is a Jew. And if you know the Jewish religion, they don't believe in that. So you riding off this right here. You look at Joe Biden. He said, oh, I'm all for it. Well, you tell that to his sons. He got sons that he had. What if that woman would have aborted them? You see all these politicians, they say, oh, the whole Democratic Party, oh, we behind this. So, but you have kids. You ask those women, they have children.
They ain't abort them.
They ain't abort them. So why would you promote something that you're not doing? See, that's falsehood.
I'm telling you.
That's falsehood.
That's called being a fraud, man.
That is a fraud.
That's a fraud.
Don't Joe Biden got churned?
Yeah.
Don't Obama got
You
churned?
better believe it.
Ooh, but you gonna get mad at Trump.
Bill, everybody. Bush,
you
everybody.
gonna get mad at Trump because he said, man, I'm totally against that.
Yeah.
See, you might be against him, his mouth, but you can't be against a principle that's godly.
You know what? With Trump, I love Trump so much, man, because the thing is, bro, he trying to take care of home first.
You got to know that.
And what's wrong with taking care of home first? How you gonna, if you not straight, how you gonna get somebody else straight? Now, what they should have did is got themselves straight over there.
You know what I like about Trump?
Well,
Trump tell you, excuse my vulgarity, get off your ASS.
no, I'm gonna say, get off your ass.
Can't get off your behind. Why? Because we have all these grants for you to start up a business. But the Democrats, you know what they say? Okay, woman, get on housing. But the man can't come there. So I don't want you to be a family. But I take care of her and the kids. But the man, you got to go somewhere else.
Man, listen, and we're going to dive right into that, man. We definitely got to dive back into that. Let's take a quick commercial break. Let some of the artists, we got to let some of this music get played. And we're going to come right back and we're going to dive right back into that, man. Wow!
Struggled in my past, focused in my present. As soon as I started getting it, niggas, they started hating. Sometimes I wanna start over. Sometimes I wanna start over. Struggling in my past, focused on the present. As soon as I started getting it, niggas, they started hating. Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Take the good with the bad, happy with the sad. I done did a lot of shit that I wish I never had. Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
When I be thinking about all of my dead partners, shit hit like a punchline. Some of them barely even got to live life. We got caught at the wrong time. It's crazy, my whole circle, we convicted felons caught up in a life of crime. They said my nigga June was like Bumpy Johnson throwing parties at overtime. Feel like I'm missing pieces out of big puzzles in the rain, but I still shine. I'd have been penalized with a broken heart, but nobody had to fix mine. They said a real man take responsibility. When I do, I get criticized. If you rockin' with me, we on the same shit, ain't no reason to pick a side. Cause in the jungle, bed line, try to patch up my feelings, they keep crying. Till I get me a win, I'ma keep grinding. No quarter your case, gotta keep fighting. See my niggas a letter, they keep writing. Praying this get better, tryna stay right. You got cold of them niggas just like a fight. Keep one in their head, niggas weird. Try to tap in, and I'm covered with real power. All my blessings come through at the strong tower. Our bloodline never bred cowards. Why they tortured our people and killed out? When the streets get wicked, yeah, I've been scarred before I admit it. Bet it run chosen, came back and I fixed. When I get in my feelings, I start acting different. I start coming up and them niggas got distance. So much problems we can't see through the rain. I wanna start this shit over. It ain't never gonna change for real. Yeah. I wanna start this shit over. It ain't never gonna change for real. My past, focused on the present. As soon as I started getting it, niggas, they started hating. Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Take the good with the bad, happy with the sad. I done did a lot of shit that I wish I never had. Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over. I just start over. Hey, it ain't no closure. Release date getting closer for the exposure. Whoa, to my opposers. Boy, you know we taking over. Ayy, got a meal ticket, about to cash it in. Ayy, starting all over, man, the hoes didn't winning. Way, a lot of things I never ever wish I did. They like hitting certain lists and making all of my enemies pay. Then I press rewind. Here, dead ass, go hit them one more time. It's my last damn flow, I need one more line. Now let me close the back door before I get one more fine. And one more time to hit my studio line. I'm trying to finish this last song, I keep on pressing the climb. I keep on pressing the climb. I know I got me a dime. She ain't reach Sabrina, boy, you know she lying.
Struggling in my past, focused on the present. As soon as I started getting it, niggas, they started hating. Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Take the good with the bad, happy with the sad. I done did a lot of shit that I wish I never had. Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
Sometimes I wanna start over.
I wanna start over.
All right, man, we back in the building. It's season 4, episode 1. I'm your host, Dead Ass, and I got my dog,
Apostle Willie Bird.
and you already know what it is. It's 3 Levels Podcast, man. We back once again, man.
And before we went on commercial break, we was talking about what are these different parties promoting.
Yeah.
And if you know history, most blacks were Republicans.
Oh, yeah.
Before integration.
They do that. You can watch the movie Harriet. It'll show you that.
You know this. You got Democrats give handouts. Trump say no.
Work. Get off your
behind.
Get
But
off that
check
train.
this out. I've made provision for you to start your own businesses. All you have to do out there, go out there and get it.
Tap into.
So we have me being a black man, an incarcerated black man, and me being a studious person, me being a person who loves to see what's going on in the world. I've been seeing this trending topic. Democrats play on the ignorance of African Americans. And even way back since Kennedy, we have been training through democratic policies blacks to be, how can I say, dependent on the state.
Yeah.
When Republicans have been saying, no, we open up doors for you to get the same opportunities everybody else get. And I'm not saying racism or biasm, it doesn't exist, because it does. But what I'm saying is, when you're speaking of Donald Trump, he opened up ways.
Doors, man.
And what I like about him, instead of saying, no, you sit home, he's saying, no, you get off your behind. And until you get off your behind, the government is not going to help you.
You know, in today's society, and like I said, I just want to talk about black people because I can more relate to that.
Okay.
Because there's more people that's on Section 8. Black people more on Section 8
Right.
and things like that.
Government assistance.
Yeah, you know, it's not how it used to be. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these people that have passed on, they'll be turning over in their graves when they found out that we wasn't utilizing the things that they fought so hard for us to be able to get. And it's a shame that, you know, you got guys, I've seen several guys get out of prison, be convicted felons, get out and find better jobs than people that's been out there the whole time. So my thing is, it isn't that there isn't no job. See now the problem is this. Everybody want $100,000, $1 million job. It's not gonna happen. You gotta start somewhere first, and then you gotta build yourself up to be able to get that dream job that you want, or you gotta get the education that's needed to obtain that job. But the thing is, we fail because we don't obtain it. We don't go chase or get the knowledge that we need to get it. And it's just fine. If you don't have the knowledge to do it, you won't have it. That's like an electrician trying to work on electricity. You don't know anything about electricity.
Right. You know what's so crazy? I'm going to give you an analogy of how I see how everything is going now. How would you view a child that's 10 years old still in a diaper? Still on the pacifier?
Boy, look at him.
But can walk, talk, everything.
Hey, Dad.
You'd be like, something is wrong with that.
Something very
So it's something wrong. This is what the Democrat does. They pacify the crying of the people and just give them enough to survive 4 years and say, hey, you need us again. But the Republican side say, no, I'm finna give you a trade. I'm finna make a way for you to get these trades, to get the education you need, to get the grants you need. I'm finna make a way, but only you can do it. And then I have to get back to race, because in the United States, in politics, they use race too much. And I'm sick and tired of Democrats trying to make this guy seem like he's racist.
He's not.
First of all,
Trump is not racist.
Being that he was raised as a Caucasian, if I'm a Caucasian and this is a black person, we was raised differently anyway. That's just, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. And I'm not gonna always say things that you agree with, because we didn't grow up talking the same, being around the same, got the same principles of nothing.
That's right.
But what I hate about the Democrats is they trying to make this election about race. Or they trying to make it like this man doesn't love women. This man love women. This man have kids. He have daughters. Y'all trying to paint this picture of this man like he's a monster. This man is a man who say what he mean and he mean what he say. Period. Sometimes he can be wrong, but sometimes you gotta understand he getting his information from the same place you getting it from. He getting it. You see what they was saying when the Haitians came over, they was eating kids, but people was promoting that propaganda, the same propaganda that all of us see. But you have to take this in context too. He's not illiterate to what's going on in Haiti. They can't even control their own people. The hoodlums or the savages, they taking over the whole government. And don't be fooled, just like Mexico, just like Venezuela. Same goes for Haiti. You have killers and criminals, they coming over here. And they're not coming over here for a better life. Now, not saying that the majority isn't coming over here for the right reason. But you have to take into account what he's saying is true, because you see it all over the news.
And you gotta think, man, once you got these guys that trying to meet with us, you gonna find yourself in a war inside of America, and that's what we got right now. You got a war on top of a war inside of your own country. And that's what's happening, man. So something definitely has to be done about this. And like you're fighting against Trump because you want to build a wall. He's not saying you can't come in, but when you come in, you're gonna do it the proper way. We're gonna have an account for you coming into this country. That's only right, because workers out there, you gotta think. If somebody come from a whole nother, country and they take your job, what you gonna do?
And you can really simplify this and put it in your house. How would you feel if people who you didn't ask to come in your house, but when they come in your house, they freeload in your house, they corrupt in your house, they tearing up your house, and they hurting your children? How would you feel? The first thing you'll be like, you got to go.
You gotta go.
But when you look at these people, all these people, they are in, and I'm a black man saying this, they taking up these high schools, these shelters, these buildings that used to be occupied by people who need help.
They need help.
So what's wrong with a man openly expressing himself and saying, listen, these people here owe us money. Why are we bringing them over here? We in debt over here, and we taking people in from countries that
we
owe
can't
us.
even do it. And the craziest part about it, you bring people from a whole nother country, but you got ex-vets, military people that put their life on the line, maybe lost their mind. They out there sleeping in tents and blankets on the street, and you ain't picked these people up first.
Can't
Trump like, man, we can try to pick them up first. If anything, they should be. Trump said something, man. He said, if you've been in the military, and it just makes sense, and I agree, bro. I'm a black man saying this. If you've been in the military and you fought for this country, man, you should be straight for the rest of your life. I put my life on the line for this country.
But you will bring somebody over here who haven't done nothing, haven't contributed nothing, and have put us, the United States, in constant debt.
Yeah.
Sent over $100 billion to Ukraine.
Trillions of dollars.
And Ukraine owe the United States.
Yeah.
And they asking Trump, will give us a definitive answer about the war. I can't tell you a definitive answer about the war because I wasn't there when it started. I wasn't there to make the negotiations. Yeah. This administration was. But they keep pressing him. Press Joe Biden. Press Kamala Harris. And let me tell you something about Joe Biden, what I noticed. When he ran with Obama, he was this tough old white guy who he made everybody feel like he's there for blacks, he's this.
Man, definitely.
The only thing Joe Biden has fought for was his own personal interests.
That's right.
Look at his son.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded daily by men who toted firearms because they live in neighborhoods where violence is high. When I see the president's son who was on drugs and willingly and knowingly took an illegal firearm and held it and he gets to sleep with his family every day, and it drags out for years, and he probably gonna get pardoned because of his father. I can't follow a party like that when I know that African Americans and Browns in this state, in the United States, house over 75% of the inmates. Why isn't his son counted in one of those numbers?
I'm telling you, they got a room for him too.
Now she's talking about they running on race. They keep running on race. Well, Kamala Harris, let me ask you this question. What have you done for your race? Because that's what you promote. You promoting that, she's a diverse woman. She's the first. Well, what have you done for women?
Then she gonna diverse and find out which type. You want your handcuffs in the front or you want your handcuffs in your back? Behind your back.
When have you ever spoke
Yeah.
to African kids? The only time you've ever been around African kids is now.
When you running for office.
And your lifestyle still doesn't reflect what you're doing. Why? Because the man you married doesn't have the principles of these people.
Yep.
He's a white Jew.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you are submissive under his authority. Why? Because his law says that.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew that when you married him.
Yep. Sure did.
So you mean to tell me, what do you even know about black love? What do you know about black household? You don't.
She don't. You know, I just, man, it's just shocking, man. You know, ladies, I understand, and I know where you coming from. We ain't never had a woman as the president, so the women, they just voting for her off that. Oh,
Just
it's a woman. But, man, if you only knew how much you finna mess your country up, you think it's bad now. You gonna see. But, you know, I had a dream the other night. And I'm a lion. We lions.
Of course.
But think about this. And I want y'all to think real hard. Every man that you may jug at, or you might point the finger at, or anything like that, if you remove the men from the equation, you're left defenseless. Think about that. And I'm not saying there ain't no woman out there that can't get no gun or shoot or anything like that. But let's just be real. Women, you're not a man. Now you can get some things changed to have some manly features added on, but you're not a man. I just want to say that. And I don't be hating on dead ass or nothing like that. Don't be thinking that dead ass against the ladies. I got daughters too. I got kids, I got several nieces, I got a mama, I got a grandma, everything. So my thing is this, I ask my own mama, I say, Mom, who you gonna vote for? I'm voting for Trump.
Yeah, why would I vote for a woman who has continuously lied?
Time after time
after time. And you've heard the story.
Yep.
You've heard it from Obama.
Yep.
You've heard, I wish Obama's wife would have ran. I would have respected her more than Obama.
Oh, boy, now I'm going to tell you, boy. If Michelle would have ran, I would have voted for her. I would have voted for her.
I would have voted.
I would have voted for Michelle. Attorney, everything, she's in tune with what's going on. Man, I would, Michelle, go on run, baby. We're going to vote for you.
And she came up.
Yeah.
In an all-black home. Nothing she's saying is fabricated because she can prove it.
She can prove it.
Nothing that Kamala Harris is saying, nothing that she's saying is true. You tell me this, for everybody voting for Kamala Harris, you tell me this. Before she started running for president, you tell me when she has ever went out to black places and what brown people are. You tell me when she's done it.
She ain't.
If you can tell me when she's done that and that blacks have been a constant part of her life, if you can show me that, I'll vote for her. But I know I'm not going to vote for her because you can't show it to me.
I know we just said it, but man, I'm going to say it again. Michelle Obama, Miss Obama, ma'am, we got a high respect for you. If you run for president of the United States of America, ma'am, you got my vote, ma'am. You got my vote. You need to run. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You'll be an awesome candidate, and I know you'll be an awesome president for this country.
Now, let's go back to Joe Biden. I want to, when Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was trying to run for the presidency, he said, this is what he said, she's not fit. But when he saw that he was losing to Trump and that he was down in women vote, he picked the same woman. I want to show you how politics work. He picked the same woman who he just talked about like a dog, and she submitted herself under the same man who she said wouldn't be fit. And I'm going to tell you something that both of them said that was true. That they're not fit. And they can identify that. Joe Biden is a coward.
Oh, yeah.
You walked away.
Hold on. You know how they say, let me take the fade on this one. Joe Biden is definitely a coward.
He's a coward.
Because in front of your entire country, and all the other countries that was looking, you gave up. You dropped out. That's a weak man. That is a weak and such a man. I would have ran until they got laws for pilots, the men who running the boats, everything. You gotta go down with the ship.
You abandoned the ship, not only you abandoned the ship, you put the ship or the plane in the worst hands it can be.
I'm telling you,
the worst hands.
I'm telling you.
So everybody talk about Donald Trump, but I'm gonna tell you something about Donald Trump that I respect. He's the only man in history that went to the top position with no experience, and he made positive changes.
Oh yeah.
Now you have a female who's been in politics all her life, but never did anything constructive.
Anything.
Nothing.
It's a shame, man.
Nothing.
With that being said, let's go ahead and we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Oh my God,
man! Let's break. This subject is hot, man. It's going across the world right now, man. You know, it's trending across the world. And I just it's.
Y'all wake up, people.
Please wake up, man.
Just wake up.
Wake up, America. Please wake up, America.
Wake up. It's a greater woman out there. If you vote for her because she's a woman, guess what? It's so many more.
I'm telling you.
I'm talking about
I would have even.
greater
I know we're
candidates.
supposed to take a break, but I would have even voted for Hillary.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna tell you why I want to vote for Hillary.
Wow.
Because it's because of her husband that all of these innocent blacks had to stay in prison, all getting life sentence for $10 worth of crack cocaine. And the reason why some of us who are currently incarcerated, after we went in the judicial system without lawyers because we don't have the proper finances to do that, neither do our family do. But once we went through the system one time and we got denied and we found out the mistakes we made because we didn't have the lawyers, we learning everything on our own. Now we can't do it anymore. It's one shot and you're gone. When it used to be, you could keep going to prove you're innocent. Now you can't do that. And he was a coward.
No.
He was a coward. Why? And she was a coward because when Bernie Sanders told both of them, I will vote for you and I will endorse you, Hillary, and this probably would have took her over the top. I will endorse you, Hillary, if your husband will undo, and you will undo what your husband did to the African community. And she wouldn't do it. That's why he wouldn't endorse her.
All right, man. So we'll dive back into it when we come right back. We'll be right back. You know, man. Everybody's gonna go through a storm in their life. But at the end of that storm, you'll be able to say it's over with. Every choice changing, Lord.
Shawty Flay, make that shit hard.
Just give me one more chance, Lord.
I need you. I feel like I can make it now. The storm is over now. And I feel like I can make it now. The storm is almost over now. Hey, I feel like I can make it now. The storm is over now. And I feel like I can make it now. The storm is almost over now. Hey, I've been forced to choose. I've been lied to. Given the mean mug was arrested, man, and labor rule. I've been talked about, but through the out of chain. The storm is over, man, now I'm like, okay. Yeah, you hit the lick, yeah, you took the purse. You were laying in the dish late nights, now you're born a hearse. Just to make some money, just to live real fast. And all the evil that you done just to say that you're bad. I'm like Kales, I wish I could turn back the hands of time, just to take away this pain and all these mamas crime. I prayed to the Lord, I had to hit the flow. And as I hit the flow, I asked myself what's the word to know. Life's so crazy, life's so wild. I lost my dog to the street, he tried to impress the crowd. I lost my dog to the street, he tried to impress the crowd. I'm glad that it's over, know the Lord walking with me and I feel. The storm is over now. The storm gonna be over one day. You ain't always gonna be going through it. It's gonna end. I say it's gonna end. The storm is over now. You know at the end of that storm, you know what you're gonna be able to say. Come on, just say it with me. Come on, just say it with me. It's over. We made it. It's over. It's over. We made it. Yeah. It's over. We made it. It's over. We made it. We made it.
Alright, y'all, we back. Season 4, episode 1. I'm your host, Dead Ass, and I got my dog,
Apostle Willie Burke.
And you already know what it is, y'all. It's 3 Level Podcast. Yeah, man, it's a hot topic, folks. It's just very, very hot going on. We just wanted y'all to wake up. Wake up, America. Because this is America. The land of the free.
Don't let people.
The home of the brave.
Yeah.
The United States of America. Man, y'all wake up out there. We just, again, me and Apostle, we just wanted to give you all our opinion. You know? But we gave it to them from the word, what God says too. And so we didn't just give you some frivolous or some fraudulent material to go off of. We actually giving you the real deal and what's going on in America.
I just want to say this to women. I think a woman can hold that office.
Of course.
Just like a man. But don't vote for a person because of their color or their gender.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Pick somebody that's qualified. And if you really sit and think, you have someone who was in the back, in the shadows, and the economy is bad now. Inflation is high. It's horrible. Then you have someone who had no experience came in and did better than your current administration. And he's asking for another chance to do it. And even though he might not do it like everyone else wants him to do it, but one thing I can respect by him is he deals with common sense. He said, if you don't pay, you fire. And he made a good point in the debate. He said, all this stuff went wrong and you fired nobody. He said, I fired more people than anybody. And you have to understand something. If you had a business and it one ran right, you're supposed to fire them. You should support a person.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, with that being said, we want to thank all the listeners, all the views, all the comments that you guys been giving us. And we'll see you next time, man.
That's cocaine.
Wow.
We out.
That's cocaine. That's cocaine. Shoot 'em up. That's cocaine. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Nice wrist when I whip, that's cocaine. Let 'em know, bitch, I got a fit in your mind. Everything from the pills to the cocaine. Cause you know that my trap like a stove, man. I don't wanna go back to the chain gang. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta get my money right, cause the nigga gotta maintain. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Nice wrist when I whip, that's cocaine. Let 'em know, bitch, I got it for the low, man. Everything from the pills to the cocaine. But you know that my Finna boom till the sun come up. Keep flipping that shit and ain't gon' stop until the real. What you know about that? Standing in the kitchen, water whipping in the hour. Go while you making it kill it. I stack money and I smoke a lot of weed. Got a big dick for a bitch, stacking shit free. Everywhere I'm buying, I'ma say a lot of things. Cause I really don't give a fuck about too much, I'm off the chain. Way in the back of the server, over 7 raw. Got a good number, you and that, I know your fucking jaw. Have a brick, whole brick, cut, no flaw. Got my money right, bitch, I'm ready to go to wall now. Hold up, I put the coke in your jaw, I better than I'm your shit now. Hold up, and if you want your hoe, you better get your bitch now. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Nice wrist when I whip, that's cocaine. Let 'em know, bitch, I got it for the low, man. Everything from the pills to the cocaine. But you know that my trap like a stove, man. I don't wanna go back to the chain gang, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta get my money right, cause a nigga gotta maintain. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Nice wrist when I whip, that's cocaine. Let 'em know, bitch, I got it for the low, man. Everything from the pills to the cocaine. But you know that my trap like a stove, man. I don't wanna go back to the chain gang, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta get my money right, cause a nigga gotta maintain. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Hennessy and straight rimmin' with a nigga drink. Real street nigga do real street thing. Put a dick up in your bitch and get money, man. I'ma show you how to really do the shit, though. Start off with a ball, something real low. 2 big spoonfuls of the soda, though. Keep your pots on high when it's on the stove. Put your coke in the water with a baking soda. If it's real fucking gate, you gon' smell the odor. Beat it up, let the shit drain. You ain't gotta beat it up if it's real pain. Gon' take your little pots over to the sink. Sprinkle with the cold water, nigga, clank, clank. Now you got straight raw, nigga, what you think? To a street nigga, that's money in the bank. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Nice wrist when I whip, that's cocaine. Let 'em know, but you gotta fit it up, man. Everything from the pills to the cocaine. But you know that my trap like a stove, man. I don't wanna go back to the chain gang, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta get my money right, cause a nigga gotta maintain. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Nice wrist when I